Kratos and Doomslayer are two goats of the gaming industry, so let's see who's stronger. First, Doomslayer scaling. Doomslayer scaling comes from the scaling of Devoth, whose scaling comes from the cosmology of the Underworld, whose cosmology comes from the cosmology of Erdak. Erdak is directly stated to be the sixth dimension, but this doesn't automatically mean sixth dimensional, as sixth dimension can just be the number of the realm. This is even backed up by the fact that in an unused dialogue, the realm where Earth exists is called the seventh dimension, which we obviously know that our regular universe is just a four-dimensional realm with three spatial dimensions and one temporal dimension. So that also backs up with just being the number of the realm. But then again, this is an unused dialogue, so it's completely fair to not take this seriously. So if you really want to take this as 6D, I guess you can. But even if you don't want to take this as 6D, it is still stated to be a higher dimensional realm. Therefore, it is still at least 5D. And Underworld is directly stated to be superior than Erdak. Therefore, it is 60 if you take Erdak as 5D or 70 if you take Erdak as 6D. There is also this statement about Underworld being unlimited by the boundaries of space-time and dimension. The problem with this statement is that, first of all, just being beyond the boundaries of dimensions can just mean that it isn't limited to one universe or one dimension and exists outside of all of them. But it can also mean outerversal if you take this as meaning beyond all dimensions themselves. But the bigger issue is that this comes from the art books, which according to an official statement, the art books aren't entirely canon, though some part still is, and they didn't specifically say that this statement isn't canon. So you can argue both sides. You can argue that this statement isn't even canon to begin with. You can also argue that the statement is canon, and you can interpret it as outerversal. So if you do take this, then it's outerversal. If you don't, then it's either 60 or 70. And as for his speed, Doomslayer is able to react to and beat the Makers, who transcend standard space and time, and therefore they have immeasurable speed. Thus, Doomslayer also has immeasurable speed. As for Kratos scaling, Kratos is able to beat Thor, a guy who was so strong that his attacks were able to splinter a part of the world tree. Not the whole thing, but every strand of the world tree is directly stated to transcend space and time, which makes the world tree a 5D structure, and destroying a part of a 5D structure is still a 5D feat. So that easily puts Kratos at low complex multiversal. As for these few statements used for higher arguments, such as Kronos creating infinite layered hierarchies, and according to this statement, Freya was talking about the concepts of space and time when she said that the world tree transcends space and time. And while these statements would actually put Kratos at outerversal as well, the problem with these statements is that they are either deleted or heavily debated on whether or not they're even real to begin with. So due to that, a lot of people don't take these seriously, because if it's a fake statement, then obviously it's just fake, it's not true at all. And for deleted statements are considered retcon statements, kind of like what happened to Devil May Cry scaling, where it was first stated that souls are 90 in Devil May Cry Peak of Combat, but later that statement got removed, and therefore now DMC is no longer considered 90. So yeah, same case applies here, and due to that, these statements are heavily debated on. Like, if you really want to use them, you can, but most people are not gonna agree with these statements. So yeah, Kratos is objectively 5D and arguably outerversal, just like Doomslayer is arguably outerversal. And as for Kratos' speed, Kratos is able to beat the Sisters of Fate, who can move through space and time, which gives them immeasurable speed as well. And so Kratos also has immeasurable speed. And that wraps up the scaling, and now let's get right into the conclusion. And the conclusion is pretty crystal clear, because if we take the regular scaling for both characters, that being 5D for Kratos and either 60 or 70 for Doomslayer, Doomslayer is objectively stronger because he's either one dimensionality or two dimensionalities higher than Kratos. And even if we were to just highball both characters and say that both of them are outerversal and thus they are in the same category, even then the difference is extremely big, because I want you guys to understand this. Kratos was able to beat a guy who was strong enough to damage a part of an outerversal structure. Doomslayer beat a guy who was so strong, just a small extension of his power created an infinite sized outerversal realm. So the difference is just extremely big. So yeah, Doomslayer got this in either case. And that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Please leave a like and consider subscribing, it means a lot. And please let me know which character I should scale next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, bye bye.